When you go to the Steam page for the new game Indecision, you'll learn 3 crucial pieces of information. We discover that it's short and vague, that you won't feel like you've achieved anything, and, most importantly, that you just push left, right, and sometimes jump. Instead of posting the usual review where we go over every element bit by bit, I wanted to mix things up by taking a closer look at these 3 bullet points and show you why I've decided that Indecision will be the year's most memorable platformer. Some games like to overpromise and pretend that they're more ambitious than they actually are, but not Indecision. It promises right out of the gate that it's going to be short and it's going to be vague. The whole thing took me about 20 minutes to beat, and the puzzles are left purposely ambiguous. At its core, this is an art exhibit masquerading as a platformer that is really a puzzle game. We're tossed into a series of unrelated stages that all look and act a little different. For example, one stage will have you trying to escape your shadow, while the very next stage will have you using an annoying pop-up box to escape a fire. You'll take control of a boulder, press a button to summon poop, and even send the silhouette dude from Limbo into the heavens. It's as random as it is vague, which is also one of the reasons why I couldn't wait to see what happened next. So when the developer went to describe the gameplay, they looked no further than the game's lone negative review. It's true, the gameplay's little more than walking left, walking right, and occasionally jumping. And you know what? That describes about 90% of the platformers released between 1985 and 1994. But even compared to something like Arrow the Acrobat or Zool, Indecision is the textbook definition of basic. What this description fails to mention is that most of the gameplay revolves around the diverse stage designs. It isn't always as easy as walking left to right and jumping over bottomless pits, because each level has its own puzzle to solve. The best stages are the ones that subvert your expectations. For example, there's a great stage towards the end where the platform you walk on doesn't match up with the platform you can see, which forces you to realign the stage in your mind. I was impressed by both the variety and the creativity on display here. Now, here's where I begin to disagree with the description. Perhaps there'll be people that find the 20-minute exercise to be completely pointless, but I don't know. I came out the other side feeling like I had gone on a weird and wonderful journey. For a game that's little more than a series of random moments, I have a hunch that a lot of this experience is going to stick with me. There are a lot of ideas in this game that I would like to see injected into a larger, more fleshed out platformer. And I sure hope other developers are taking notes when playing Indecision. Now, it's not just the clever stages that make the game so satisfying. Not every stage is a brain teaser, some of them are just mocking video game cliches. There's a nice balance here that ranges from the simple to the silly to the just plain weird. I can't imagine anybody feeling like they didn't achieve anything when the game boots them back to the desktop. It won't be for everybody, but Indecision is a micro masterpiece. The weird stages, cool art design, and random sense of humor all comes together to create an endlessly clever platformer that you absolutely need to play. Well, okay, maybe not endlessly, but it's a good 20 minutes of clever. With a mere $3 asking price, you really should be decisive about picking up Indecision. Hey, thanks for watching our review. So here's the question of the day. Who was your favorite underappreciated mascot character? I already mentioned Arrow the Acrobat and Zool, but I'm sure there are also people that love Dizzy and Bubsy the Bobcat. Well, maybe not after that recent Bubsy game, but you let me know your picks in the comments below. In other news, we'll be back shortly with a review of Rally Racers, followed by Old Man's Journey, Xenon Valkyrie Plus, and more. I'm telling you, this is a busy week, so do me a favor and click that subscribe button. Until then.